So the update is finally here, and you know what that means? A little bit of a read-through before we even go up to the game. Of course, I'll be streaming this tonight, so I don't know if we should watch the video first or what, because I don't know if I should comment on it or something. There's a lot. You can see a lot. Obviously, we get the first boss to join us. There's Cthulhu, Terraria armor, lots of new pals. I like this. Excuse me. Sorry. I drank water and for some reason I'm burning from it. But I really like this pal. It's adorable, and I like this pal too. I think it might be a dark type. Who knows? Holy cow! That looks like a white version of the what is that Pokemon from Johto? I don't remember. It looks like a legendary Pokemon. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at this before looking at the whole thing. Okay, first off, that's just creepy. uh, dude, I saw this like on X, and honestly, an eyeball just turning in the mouth is a bit, I don't know, unsettling to me. And look at all those bats. They literally just look like cartoonified bats. Anyway, and obviously there's the person right there. Sorry, the boss that gets to join you. Apparently slimes too. Sorts of. Oh, so it's not swords that are fighting you, but you're throwing swords by swinging your sword. That's actually kind of cool. First there was the kitty sword, and now there's the sword lobbing sword. That's an interesting weapon. I do like that. Oh no, there actually is a sword that you can capture and stuff. That's interesting. And then an eyeball that you can pet. Apparently you can catch an eyeball. Yeah, that's pretty. Holy, wait, is that the high noon guy from what's his face? It looks like there's a whole lot new pals, and I guess more lived in villages. At least I hope that's what it is. Honestly, this is. I just realized that was the blue shell from Nintendo. It looks like the blue shell. uh, this is an interesting pun. It kind of looks like a reskin of the Bronze Cherry, sort of. More of a creative reskin, really. This is they. I mean, I hope this is the case that the villages look more, bustling, because the villages kind of look somber at the start, and I feel like they need to be, more lived in, more populated. Oh, that's cool. Can we sleep in there? No, obviously, uh, companion. This is the first thing I'm gonna do. I might not even go to the islands. I think the first thing I'm gonna want to do is make this person my companion. That's literally the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure that's the first thing most other people are gonna do. Holy cow! There's new bases and everything. Also, I love stealing. And obviously Cthulhu right there. Anyway, yeah. So that's the reaction to that video. Man, it's just a lot of cool stuff being added. So Terraria collab. Terraria dungeon. A unique dungeon featuring enemies from Terraria has been added. Collect materials in the dungeon to create equipment from the world of Terraria. Terraria equipment. 6 new weapons and 7 new armor pierces from Terraria have been added. And I honestly, that's pretty cool. The terrifying Moon Lord raid boss has appeared. The Moon Lord has invaded Palworld. Work together with our friends and pals to defeat the greatest threat that the islands have ever faced. The Moon Lord, like the eyeball or Cthulhu? I don't know. And new content: PS5 dedicated servers, fishing. Craft a fishing rod and bait to catch new pals to start fishing. Can you catch owl pals? Cast your rod in water where you can see fish in shadows. I like that the mechanic is where you can actually catch pals. I wonder if you can turn those pals into food. Probably can. Honestly, it goes with the theme. A salvage system. Ride on water pals and use the fishing rod to salvage supplies at sea. Collect new ores. Salvage from the ocean floor to strengthen your weapons. Well, that sounds difficult, but that's interesting. Hopefully, the water pals will be much faster. The new water pals, I guess. New islands. 3 new types of islands have been added to the world. Tropical islands, Iceberg Island, and Shipwreck Island. Find new pals that live on each of these new islands. I wonder where those are located. Like, the map got so much bigger, and like, because they expanded it by a lot. So there's a lot of room where they can just dump the islands anywhere. So, mission system. You can now find and accept missions around the Palpagos Islands. Help the islanders and get rewards. Oh, that's a nice new addition. They didn't talk about that, but that's actually a nice new addition. Zoe's special initiative. This is the one of the most anticipated ones. By completing missions for Zoe, you can earn her trust and recruit her as an ally. Pal trust mechanic. The more time you spend with your pal, the more trust you will gain, and stats will be increased. That's actually pretty cool. The weaker a pal's original stats are, the greater the trust adjustment will be, so even weaker pals will be able to shine. Sleep together with your pals. After a hard day of farming and battling bosses, you and your pals can take a hard-earned rest together. Yes. I always hated that the pals could have better beds than you. That's one of my pet peeves. The pals have better beds than you do. You get this nice little fine bed, but the pals, they get these luxury beds, dude. But you know how insane that is, that your pals live better than you and they still complain? Anyway, treasure maps. Use treasure maps to find the location of the hidden treasure and obtain valuable items. Enemy bases? Enemy factions now build bases just like players. They are on high alert and will defend it with their lives, but if you manage to raid them successfully, you can obtain new blueprints for buildings related to that faction. That is actually pretty cool. Honestly, this is kind of like, I don't know. I think this happened in places like Rust or something. I don't know. They had these big building bases. I don't know. I played Conan Exiles more than I played Rust, so I'm not entirely sure. Settlement overhaul. We've made settlements larger and feel more lived in. There are also many new mission NPCs now to meet. Player level cap raised again from 60 to 65, and new buildings. PAL surgery table. By using various implants, you can overwrite your PAL's passives. You can also change the gender of your PALs here. Ah, I see. Gender reassignment. But actually, actually this would be helpful when you like have pals with similar stats and you want to breed them. That's actually kind of helpful. This is surprisingly very helpful. And anyway, a fishing pod, relax and catch some fish in the comfort of your base. How that works. Hexalite quartz mine. As per usual, we get, our own little buildable mine. Well, you knew we would add this one eventually. Large incubator, hatch multiple eggs at the same time. What about the chromium? Now that I think about it. I mean, we're able to get it passively, but it'd be nice if we had the chromite mine. Palbox control device, a terminal that allows you to access your Palbox from anywhere in the base. It makes pal swapping during raid battles more efficient. New building material / clean. Decorate your base with futuristic floors and walls with this new building set. Okay, so we get futuristic floors and walls. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that, but if I'm gonna make my new base, probably. New mechanic turbulence. Find unusual air turbulence around the world and use it to jump high into the sky. That is a very cool addition. I hope Nintendo doesn't sue for that, even though that's a what? That was a thing in older games. I remember it being on Xbox, that's for sure. One of the old Xbox games. But anyway, charge rifle. These are new weapons. Charge rifle, energy shotgun, overheat rifle. That's really cool. Probably going to require a lot of electric stuff, but yeah. Boost gun, PAL recovery grenade. These two are weapons for tamers who want to support their PAL. That's actually real cool. So you can get your PAL to do most of the heavy work rather than yourself. New item types. Whistle and growth acceleration bell have been added. I guess that's for leveling up faster. Anyway, new food recipes. Arena, single player challenge mode has been added. Raise your rank by facing off against the fierce warriors of Palpagos Island. Get various rewards with the battle tickets you receive when you win. You can now set rules in the area, such as banning certain PALs. A public PAL box has been added at the entrance to the arena that all players can use. An arena spectator function has been added in multiplayer. I really need to join like a server or something because I want to see the arena battles. Because this is actually a cool function. In all honesty, I've mostly been playing single player. Sometimes they invite some people, but it does cause a lot of issues with the server. Like server is very unstable. There is a cat. Mechanic adjustments added equipment durability to the game's settings. When a cooling PAL is assigned to the flea market, food spoilage rate is now reduced. That's actually pretty good. Lilian's ability, Bountiful Protection, now recovers HP for all allies within range. Honestly, I love Lilian. Second favorite, honestly, between Silene and Lilian, technically Lilian is the most useful. I really like Silene. Lilian is just like one of my first favorite pals in the game. Honestly, I love Lilian a lot. Of course, Fox Parks and Daydream are one of my favorite pals, like the miniature pals, non-human looking pals. You could say. Um, Balance adjustments. Some aggressive enemies have been made friendly, so that's nice. I'd rather they just, aggressive enemies just run away. That's what I believe. I believe that certain aggressive enemies should be forced to run away when they see an enemy stronger than them, because sometimes having to deal with these pals is really annoying every time you see them. Pal school cooldowns will tick down even if they are not summoned. The speed and stamina of pals that can be mounted have been adjusted, and the speed of some pals that were too slow have been improved. Okay, that's pretty good. The lineup of bounty hunters has been expanded. With the implementation of the mission system, the rewards obtained from NPCs have been adjusted. To maintain fairness, conversion logs with all NPCs have been reset so that rewards can be received again. PAL condensation is considered endgame content, so the strength of Axel, Marxus, and Vector on normal difficulty has been reduced to reduce its necessity. So these guys' strength have been reduced on normal difficulty. So I guess that okay. The power of some active skills, such as PAL Blast, has been increased. So yeah, I think that does make sense. PAL Blast was I don't know, not very powerful in all honesty. It was it did some damage, but it honestly when you're at a high level and you're fighting certain pals, it just like very subpar compared to other abilities. The probability of getting books that enhance pals work aptitude for magic treasure chests has been increased. I wonder if that's. I mean, it probably is. Like, it's weird because I've been playing this thing for hundreds of hours. It feels like it's been thousands. It's weird because I would spend a lot of time each day trying to breed pals. And one of the problems I've had is finding books. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I've spent hundreds of hours searching for books. I've gotten, I think, 5 thus far. Anyway, new skins. The results of the first year anniversary popularity poll has been decided, and 3 new skins have been added. So Crown Chillet, Cyber Jet Dragon, and Desert King Anubis. And we all know, and we all love Anubis. Anubis is the we all worship Anubis around these parts. Death to unbelievers. Pals can now swim. Swimming motions and animations have been added for pals and their speed in the water. What about if the pal is like a fire type? Huh? Will it die? Will it instantly die if it enters water? That's my question. New water scales, skills. Geyser Gush, Aqua Surge, Torrential Blast, Hydro Slicer. New grass skills, Crosswind, Reflect Leaf. New ice skill, Freeze Wall. New unique skills, Hydro Spin, Thalassonic Laser, High Breach, Lantern Sweep, Scorching Lantern Sweep. Smoke Jet, Trigger Happy, Chaotic Spray, Konoha Flip, Deep Breath, Dash Kick, Thunderslide. New passive skills have been added. So I'd like to know what those passives are. So UI implemented easy bulk storage feature. Conveniently store all materials in any chest around your base with the click of one button. In any chest? Like, what about if it's a specific chest? Change specifications to automatically select materials in bulk in the PAL condensation UI. You can now set and quickly select your current PAL presets from the PAL box UI. All neutral enemies now have green HP gauge, and only aggressive or hostile enemies have red HP gauges. Now that's interesting. I'm not sure that that's necessary, but I mean, makes it for strategical use, I guess. Multiplayer fixed a bug where the option to display servers with matching versions was not working. World added more patterns to random dungeons. Ooh, this is actually much needed. Fishing spots where fish shadows appear have been placed all around the world. Salvage spots have been placed out at sea, so we need to find these salvage spots because of new iron or something. Several new achievements have been added. Bug fixes fixed a bug where Jet Dragon would jump too high when jumping. That was a bug? I thought that was a feature. I literally did not think that was a bug, but sure. Many other minor issues have been fixed. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. So I hope you're looking forward to this new update. It's out now, obviously. It's I'm really excited for this. In all honesty, the fact of the matter is, this looks very blurry. So I was thinking of using that picture for the thumbnail, but I'll find a different thumbnail. Anyway, I hope you're excited for this new update, and I hope you enjoyed this little read through. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more read through news, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's literally all I have. Won't keep you much for long. Go ahead and play the new update, and I will stream tonight a little bit of Palworld, hopefully to get this person to join my crew. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.